When Amy Alexander, our executive director, asked me to think of a client who would be a good nominee for the Woman of Inspiration Award, I immediately thought of Mattie.
It was a long journey how I got here. I started doing therapy in 1982 and pretty well consistently have been in therapy since then. I'm the eldest of 2 children. I come from a totally dysfunctional family who looked really good on the outside, but not so good on the inside. I've learned through my time here that there are underlying issues that are the reason that I used. One of those issues was being sexually abused, and another one is an attachment disorder. I went through life not understanding how other people coped like they coped and lived like they lived and felt like they felt. But in my family, you didn't feel. Feelings were not encouraged. What happened was eventually all this began to, I think, just build up inside of me. And I began, after my second child was born, I started having panic attacks. And they were one right after the other kind of panic attacks. There was not a safe place. There was nothing. There was no respite from them at all. It was just a constant up and down panic. And that's when I was started on medication for them, which is a legitimate thing. Unfortunately, it's highly addictive. Raised my kids, was a single parent, didn't know how to live life. I went to treatment, and then I spent 45 days in treatment, and then I went and lived in a halfway house for 6 months because I wanted it to take this time so bad. I'm so grateful for her because at a time when I couldn't have a higher power because I believed I was inherently broken and that God would not do for me what He would do for you or for anybody else. She was the first time I ever felt safe and loved and cared for. And she wasn't going to run away, no matter what I said. It wasn't going to shock her. She was still going to care for me. And she wouldn't run away. She was my higher power. And there's a song I was taught. I did ILP too, which is outpatient, and I was taught that you can get recovery from anywhere. When I first came here, I felt broken. I felt less than, I felt unworthy, I felt shame.
It was a time in her story when she was ready to start really looking at the trauma in her past.
And it is so cool because it works. It moves the trauma memory from a place where I feel like where I'm acting on it. I'm not just feeling it, but it's influencing my everyday decisions to the memory place, to the real memory place where it's a memory. So the man that sexually abused me, I don't have to feel it every minute of every day anymore. The disconnect from my mom, I don't feel that every day. And every therapist I've had here suggested that I might want to do it. But Linda gave me something that nobody else gave me, which was a way to stay grounded, to keep myself safe.
Mattie has been committed to emotional wellness. I've been working with her probably for almost 2 years now, and she has been doggedly committed to just being well in every aspect of the word. She's courageous. She has faced the hardest parts of her story. Just seeing the transition, between where she was, kind of stuck in some negative beliefs about herself, some lies that she believed that just weren't true, that she was living out of, into a place where she knows that she is of value and a dearly loved child of God, and seeing her live out of that place. It's a pleasure, it's an inspiration for me to work with Mattie, because she's such a dedicated client.
I'm not broken. I'm not inherently wrong, inherently broken. That was my core belief about me. And that's not who I am. I'm not all good, I'm not all bad. I'm just human. And just human is a wonderful thing to be. I've learned forgiveness, and that is the greatest gift of all. Forgiveness is what sets me free, and that's what I've been given here. I've been given hope, faith, the ability to forgive, and love, and I'm free. I am Mattie, and I am free, and I thank God every day.